Hello and welcome to this week's Live, Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. On this week's show, Lee from Prime UK Band will be chatting to the local singer-songwriter Mason Bailey. And as usual, we'll have loads of homegrown music by local bands. First up on today's show, we're going to have the latest song from Dayflower. Local band, love them. I've seen them a few times at Handmade Festival, seems to ring a bell. I think it was 2017, 2016 in the O2 Academy in Leicester. Here's their latest song. I think it's their latest song. If not, it's certainly one of their latest songs because it was released just a couple of months ago. So here's Dayflower featuring Martha Bean. Ooh, lovely vocals. And Stuck to You. That was Dayflower and Stuck to You, featuring the lovely, lovely vocals of Martha Bean. If you want to find out a bit more about what Music in Leicester thought of that particular song, you can read our review in musicinleicester.co.uk. Now it's time for a little bit of rap from Young Comprehend and one of his newer releases. It's released certainly within the last year or so. I'm Gonna Win.
Since I've been rapping, some people have changed. They don't greet me the same. I started to think it was strange. The darkness was eating my brain. Then I thought, I ain't got time and I ain't got energy to waste on these guys who started off kind then turned to my enemies. This fire inside is burning incredibly. I don't need to refuel for the rest of my life, cause desire is all that I'll ever need. Now I'm calling my destiny. I'll be soaring eventually, yeah. Until that day I'll be working and searching for purpose. What your worth is, all we need's what this earth gives. But we're blinded by surplus, buying absurd shit. When LC won the league against all odds, everybody started supporting. But when they were back on their knees and they lost, those supporters were gone by the morning. That is the same with this rap game. They only care if you're ballin'. Said they'll only stay if you have fame or if people say you're important. But I'm Leicester, winning the league with the odds 5,000 to 1. I will not stop till I no longer breathe, cause I feel like I finally found what I want. Yeah, I know that you're listening to music, but are you really listening to it? If the lyrics they're spitting are stupid, then stay at distance cause it is abusive. You can laugh, you can cry, so long as you feel it inside. You can crash, you can fly, you can do whatever you like. You will pass, there's no try. If you fail, that's a lesson for life. I'm gonna win right now cause I won't wait till I die. You can laugh, you can cry, so long as you feel it inside. You can crash, you can fly, you can do whatever you like. You will pass, there's no try. If you fail, that's a lesson for life. I'm gonna win right now cause I won't wait till I die. I'm feeling free being me. There is nobody else I wanna be. If you saw what I see at 2:45 when I bored of my sleep, you'd agree. I don't take nobody's sauce cause I'm cooking with my own recipe. And I know that I'll knock down walls, but I know that I'll grow steadily. There's only real fam in my phone, that's my bloodline. Trying to polish my floors like making wood shine. These others on road with their hood rhymes, while me and my bros having good times. Cause we are not hopeless, we're focused and we are self-driven. Like we don't need chauffeurs. I know that you've noticed my flow is ferocious. I'm colder than snow is when I'm at my lowest. But it's back to the basics. You'll catch a slap if you're racist. And I ain't been rapping for ages, but I know that the magic ain't faded. I'm still gassed when I'm standing on stages, and I'm still jotting down facts in my pages. But I've learned to adapt to the changes, so it feels crap when I'm back on my day shift. Fans tell me I've helped their depression. Me affecting their health is a blessing. And if I can save one person, I can go to this grave unburdened. Music's for myself a confession. I don't use it for wealth as a weapon. Every day from mistakes I'm learning to change the way I'm observing. You can laugh, you can cry, so long as you feel it inside. You can crash, you can fly, you can do whatever you like. You will pass, there's no try. If you fail, that's a lesson for life. I'm gonna win right now cause I won't wait till I die. You can laugh, you can cry, so long as you feel it inside. You can crash, you can fly, you can do whatever you like. You will pass, there's no try. If you fail, that's a lesson for life. I'm gonna win right now cause I won't wait till I die. I started this craft because I thought I was rebelling. Now they listen to me and they gasp, cause they hear that my words are compelling. I don't do it for the cash, but if I make some then it's spreading. And I don't think I would quit rap. If I did, this is how long it would last. Like, you can laugh, you can cry, so long as you feel it inside. You can crash, you can fly, you can do whatever you like. You will pass, there's no try. If you fail, that's a lesson for life. I'm gonna win right now cause I won't wait till I die. You can laugh, you can cry, so long as you feel it inside. You can crash, you can fly, you can do whatever you like. You will pass, there's no try. If you fail, that's a lesson for life. I'm gonna win right now cause I won't wait till I die. Yo, big up everyone supporting me, man. Without you lot, I wouldn't be able to do what I love. Big up everyone supporting me on my journey. You lot are the reason I do this. Peace and love. Comprehend.
That was Comprehend, I'm Gonna Win. Now here's an old classic band from lovely Leicester. They were formed in '66. They're a psychedelic progressive underground scene. You might have heard of them, really well known, or they were in their day, called Family. And they disbanded, I think in the 80s, something like that. But then in 2013 or thereabouts, they started doing some comeback gigs, some sold-out comeback gigs in London. So quite an iconic band, actually, back in the day. So here's Family and Coronation.
And I'm sitting here. Oh, I've got some things to do. Candles burning down, I feel have to change it some. But a shadow flitting on the wall. Dr. Sam going in next door, and Jenny laughing on the phone. Seems strange that this is home. Evening at the courts again. I've been here far too long, looking round the room again. Sometimes brings along pictures crooked on the wall, clothes they lay where they fall, a tattooed empire souvenirs lying there. Must have been coronation, hug of mine, heirlooms of a bygone line, dresser on all fours and open I got to move again. Seems I've been here too long. Looking round the room again. Sometimes bring it on. Pictures crooked on the wall, clothes they lay where they fall, a tattooed empire souvenirs lying there. Dust of years, coronation, hug of mine, heirlooms of a bygone line, dresser on all fours and open
That was a nice bit of psychedelic progressiveness there for you with Family and Coronation. Okay, so now for something a little bit more punky, band called Bleachbox. Not around anymore, but they were fantastic when they were around. As you could imagine, most typical punk bands, quite really entertaining to watch, and quite a nice sound too. So here's Bleachbox and Bourbon Cream.
Sorry, I've no time to read. boring books about your so-called dreams. The only thing that interests me is the thought of your sadness. These four walls, they never change, and their posters will stay the same, cause I hold them with no shame, live alone in my madness. Whoa, vanquish the enemies. Whoa, kill all your enemies. Whoa, vanquish the rejects. Whoa, kill all your enemies. Leave me alone, I'm doing fine. See someone's loneliness. So many things going through my mind, silly shapes and pornography. Forever ago, you never got. Remember the time she broke your heart. Remember the guy who always thought all my life such a tragedy. Whoa, vanquish the rejects. Whoa, kill all your enemies. Whoa, vanquish the rejects. Whoa. Time you held my hand. Remember the time we'd smile and plan. Remember the time our faith fell thin. We were there for summer. Now you're dead.
That was Bleach Box and Bourbon Cream. Speaking about bourbon creams, that's one of those things when I turned vegan a few years ago that I realised was accidentally vegan, and I love bourbon creams, good for dunking. Now bringing it up to date with a band that definitely does still exist. We're going to have a little bit of Border now and their latest single, I love this song, latest single, Strangers. was Border and Strangers, which was written about the bass guitarist's evening job, where she works in a coffee shop, stroke bar, stroke gig venue in Leicester Town. And it's about all the strangers that she meets. And I guess I'm probably one of those, because I've been in that particular venue quite a few times. Although, of course, at the moment, the same as all venues in town, it's closed because they're all in Tier 3. Although most of the venues now are doing live streams, usually around the weekends. So if you want to see some live streams, you can usually watch them on your phone or whatever through Twitch. So yeah, have a look at their respective Facebook pages. That's the Soundhouse, the Crumbling Cookie, and I'm not sure if the Shed are doing live streams at the moment, but yeah, there's a few of them doing live streams, so have a look at that. Also, they may be in the gig diary in Music in Leicester as well. You might find some of them in there in www.musicinleicester.co.uk. Okay, so now it's time for this week's interview, where Lee from Prime UK Band chats to the awesomely talented local singer-songwriter Mason Bailey about the man behind his music, and we spin his latest tunes. Actually, his yet-to-be-released tune as well, so that's pretty exciting. So here's Lee from Prime UK Band chatting to Mason Bailey. But first we'll start with one of Mason's songs, Whenever You're Around.
Serenade me with those games that she plays. I'm lost in this moment and caught in a haze of doubt. So am I in or am I out of time? Tell me, do you feel the way I feel? Do you feel the way I'm feeling? 'Cause you break my heart and you take my soul, steal my pride and then swallow it whole. No, my feet won't touch the ground whenever you're around. No point in trying if you always lose. Life's not a game you can't pick and choose, it's fate. So am I in or is it much too late? This time tell me, do you feel the way I feel? Do you feel the way I'm feeling? 'Cause you break my heart and you take my soul, steal my pride and then swallow it whole. No, my feet won't touch the ground whenever you're around. These twisted thoughts inside my mind keep me up all through the night. No, you always let me down whenever you're around. Whenever you're around. Whenever you're around.
We are live, local and loud. I'm Lee Heir, and I'm today with Mason Bailey. How are you, Mason? You well?
I'm good, thank you, mate. I'm all good. Are you?
Yeah, keeping well, mate. Keeping well. So that particular track we've just played was "Whenever You're Around." That's one of your vintage ones that's been out a little while. and
Yeah.
had quite a lot of success on like BBC introducing and things like that, didn't it? It was track of the week and stuff like that.
Definitely, mate. Yeah. So that song was kind of the first one which I properly pursued on putting on Spotify, which I felt was strong enough to go on there and properly push. I had a few tracks before that which came out before that, but I never pushed that much because I didn't feel they were strong enough at the time. But yeah, that's like my first proper single, which is yeah. So yeah, basically, and obviously it did well on BBC Introducing. Dean pushed it to track of the week, and yeah, it's amazing, really.
That's Mr. Jackson from East Midlands BBC, if anybody's wants to know. And just in terms of those old tracks, then, like looking back at them, you're obviously your hunch. I know what it's like being a singer myself. Your hunch in terms of what you think's ready and what you think's not. Looking back at those old songs and the recordings that you had, do you still feel that you were right to not release them at the time? Or
I do, yeah, because I recorded a song, as you know, called Isabel, and I feel like it was like a catchy song, but just didn't have the right production on it and the right amount of time invested into it for it to kind of be released as big as Whenever You're Around was. So yeah, like looking back, I think I made the right decision out of the three, because I had three like ones which I had to choose from, and I think I made the right decision out of all three.
sometimes it can just be the day in the studio or just circumstances that just make you think this is just not quite right at all, you know. Did you have a full band like on your earlier stuff then, or was it just acoustic?
No, it was all acoustic, but kind of produced by a producer. So that song, Whenever You're Around, was produced by a producer called Martin Whiteman, and it was recorded at Brickwork Studios in Market Harborough, Leicester.
Yep.
So then my three earliest songs, Isabel, Last September, Whenever You're Around, were all recorded there and produced by the same guy. And then obviously I progressed to Mount Street, which we'll talk about later on.
You obviously didn't think the song was quite right, and not, but obviously you went back into that studio and had success with the previous ones. Now we'll talk in a minute about the new recordings that you've been doing, including your new single, which will be out tomorrow by the time everybody hears this. And I'm going to play another one. Was this from the same studio as well? Beautiful to Me?
No, so Beautiful to Me was recorded at Mount Street Studios in Nottingham. With
now, isn't it, with the new?
Yes, it is.
Release.
Yeah, that's on Spotify and everything, and that was produced by Charlie Kirby. And it was written by Chris. Chris Bramley.
Co-songwriter Chris D. Bramley. Well, shout out to Chris.
Yeah, so that at the time that was written by him, and yeah, produced by Charlie. Amazing studio, amazing producer, amazing songwriter as well. So yeah,
let's everybody have a listen and decide, see what they think to this one. This is called Beautiful to Me.
The way you look at me when I talk, how you laugh and the way you walk, I just wanna know how you feel. And the course of it all sets me up for the biggest of downfalls. I can't find the words to explain. The loving is easy whenever you're near me. Alone at night, it's so hard to sleep. It makes me feel so naive when I lose it all. Blame it on the alcohol. What can I do to make you believe? After all, you're beautiful to me. You put up your guard and all your defenses, but I'll stay persistent. You'll come to your senses, and then I'll say, I told you so. And the course of it all sets me up for the biggest of downfalls. I can't find the words to explain it. The loving is easy whenever you're near me. Alone at night, it's so hard to sleep. It makes me feel so naive when I lose it all. Blame it on the alcohol. What can I do to make you believe? After all, you're beautiful to me. In the corner of my mind, you take me away to paradise. Every time I close my eyes, it's you I visualize. The loving is easy whenever you're near me. Alone at night, it's so hard to sleep. It makes me feel so naive when I lose it all. Blame it on the alcohol. What can I do to make you believe? After all, you're beautiful to me. Beautiful to me. Beautiful to me.
We are live, local, loud. That was Beautiful to Me by my guest, which is Mason Bailey today. So you're back in the studio, back at Mount Street, obviously like your second home now in terms of your music. What you've been working on this week? I hear you've been in the studio, I've seen your Instagram posts and things like that.
Yeah, so to be fair, it's weird. It does feel like a bit of a second home now. Like I've really created like a really good bond with Charlie Kirby, the producer, and we work so well together. And yeah, so this week I've been back in the studio. So a while ago I recorded Slip Away, and that's obviously coming out tomorrow when people watch this, or tonight when people watch this. And yeah, so I recorded Slip Away, and then as soon as that was recorded, I was like, right, I need to get back in the studio. Got back in the studio, and we've recorded another track already. Finished that yesterday at the time of recording this. And
What's the title of that one? What's the title of the brand new one?
Title of the brand new one. Oh, I'm giving a little spoiler here. It's called Message. So it's the kind of sound. So obviously, my older stuff was kind of more like love song, sad song type thing. Sorry about that. Love song, sad song type thing. And I kind of wanted to steer away a little bit from that, and kind of have my own style. And I don't know, I do love my love song and my sad song type things, but I also love my kind of 1975 sound, like synth, dance, indie kind of, do you know what I mean? Just like production-based sounding songs. So I went away, and that's why I recorded Slip Away, and did a big production on that. And this new one, Message, made it kind of the same. So yeah.
I suppose with the themes of the songs, obviously those love type songs, a lot of the time do work really well with the stripped back acoustic guitar and just that voice guitar kind of theme.
Yeah.
Whereas I suppose if your themes are a little bit more, you're going for a bigger kind of theme and a bigger kind of sound, I suppose that dance kind of feel to it.
Definitely. Like,
just shaking it up for yourself as well, aren't you? Really making it more interesting for yourself as well. Take it to the next level, really.
Definitely. And like, I kind of wanted something for people to like, I don't know, kind of dance to and kind of listen and like have a boogie to. Whereas instead of them just sitting there kind of listening to a love song, I want them to have a little bit of a boogie to my music as well. So that was the idea.
Well, right now then we're gonna have an exclusive for the show. That's if I don't know if Dean Jackson will beat us. I don't think he'll beat us to it, will he? Unless he plays it just before by the time everybody hears it. So this is the brand new Mason Bailey track called "Slip Away." This will be out at midnight tonight. So everybody, set the clocks. If you fall asleep, wake them back up to listen to the new song. This is "Slip Away."
Brilliant.
I fell flat on my face, always feeling the pain, never knowing where to go, till you came and saved me. Now I'm falling and tripping, my heartbeat keeps skipping. I hope and I pray you never let me go. Got all of these feelings that I don't wanna show. Maybe I should let you know I will never let you go. You just gotta let me show I am here, right here to stay. I will never slip away. I wanna know now. Don't slip away, no. I wanna know now. Don't slip away. Nowhere to go, but you were right here. I was lost in your lust, it was never enough. Now I'm falling and tripping, my heartbeat keeps skipping. I hope and I pray you'll never let me go. Got all of these feelings that I don't wanna show. Maybe I should let you know I will never let you go. You just gotta let me show I am here, right here to stay. I will never slip away. I wanna know now. Don't slip away, no. I wanna know now. Don't slip away. I will never let you go. You just gotta let me show I am here, right here to stay. I will never slip away. I will never let you go. You just gotta let me show I am here, right here to stay. I will never slip away.
I'm Lee Heir from Live, Local and Loud, singer of Prime UK Band. I'm here today with Mason Bailey. Just had a listen to the production on that new track from Mount Street Studios. It's sounding really slick, fella.
Brilliant, mate. Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy with it. Everything I had in my brain of what I wanted it to sound like has been put down by Charlie, and it sounds amazing. The production on it is much bigger than what I've done before, and I'm just extremely happy with everything.
But I'm obviously comfortable with that studio because you've been there before, but now you've kind of took the leap into a new kind of sound. Obviously, you'd worked a lot with our friend Chris Bramley before on your songwriting. This is the first time you've started something from scratch and been happy enough with it to take it into the studio yourself. Then what was the process like, writing it and sitting down, and what did you just have the vocal in mind, or did you take an acoustic guitar yourself, or what was your
So my process was literally I booked a session with Charlie, a 4-hour session. He had something in, I explained to him before I went to the studio what type of sound I wanted, sent him a few tracks of kind of the idea of what I wanted, and he I got there and he already had a little structure there. He built on it in the session. I sat there with my Mac, was sitting there listening to the tune which was on, and then just kind of the lyrics flowed to me, and wrote down a load of lyrics, and there we go. And it was kind of just like it kind of all happened kind of naturally, like whilst we were in the studio. Nothing was already brought into that. I didn't have any ideas before.
Not even a vocal melody or anything like that. Just you just knew this this is the sound I want, and just
Literally.
playing around on the computer, and
That was it, yeah. So basically got in there. He was messing around with the sounds, and I kind of was like doing the melody. And the next thing you know, I've got some lyrics and a song.
fantastic. Well, it's spot on, and I'm really looking forward to the new song in the new year as well. Obviously, starting 2021 with a bang then, and you're planning on getting to gigs, because we played the O2 Academy together before with Chris's band, and obviously you've played some big gigs like the Party in the Park for the BBC Introducing as well. Are you planning a big launch of these new tracks then in the new year, are you thinking, or?
So yeah, I mean, if everything goes well COVID wise, definitely. At the moment I've not got anything set in stone, but if everything starts to calm down a little bit COVID wise in the new year, then I'll definitely get something sorted. I do, like this year I was hoping to get like a kind of like EP release kind of party thing at the O2, which obviously you know about, Lee, and get people like yourself there performing, but unfortunately with what's going on in the world, it wasn't possible. But hopefully in the new year we can do something like that, and that's kind of my aim for 2021, and also to release a lot more music.
Well, if not, maybe a live session from Mount Street or something like that. Take the video crew down there, and
we were literally talking about that yesterday in the studio. We were saying, right, we need to get a recording done here, so that will definitely happen soon. So hopefully it's recorded before the new year, but if not, then we'll get something recorded in the new year.
Mason Bailey super session from Mount Street. I'm sure it'll be a cracker if it gets there. So if everybody wants to check out the music, the videos as well, just go online, check out Mason Bailey _official, and you can find all the content there. And I wish you the very best for Christmas and the new year, my friend.
Thank you, Lee. You too, mate. I appreciate you having me on here.
That was Lee from Prime UK Band chatting to the awesomely talented Mason Bailey. So it's interesting to see, to hear what happens, how they produce the songs, etc. And great to hear his new song yet to be released called Slip Away, which is going to be released online tonight. That's Thursday the 17th at about midnight. So yeah, awesome little number. So if you'd like to grab yourself a copy, then you might as well set your alarm for midnight, and you can be one of the first to own his new song, Slip Away. Here's a bit of rocky blues for you now by Chambers and Raise the City.
likes to hear me cry. It was the weed that put the fire in me. It was the weed that showed me how to be. So raise your city, raise it down, raise your city to the ground, raise your city, raise it down, raise your city to the
That was Raise the City by Chambers. Their latest single, which they've just released at the beginning of November, called Bone Broke. I think I'm going to play that on next week's show because that's a right little corker. But until then, here's a little bit of Chris Conway, local legend, and There Is Love.
There's a head that is reeling, there's a life out of control. There's a strange and easy feeling twisting round and round your soul. But there is life, there is light, there's a spring back in your stride. You want to run into the night, but there is nowhere you can hide. And there is love, like a warm embrace, heaven above. It's written clear across your face. There is love, it's taken all your inner space. There is love, there is love, there is love. There are questions without answers. There are the most attractive lies. Across the room there is a dancer with diamonds in her eyes. There is risk, there is chance, there's the wise man, there's the fool. There's a time for romance if you can only keep your cool. And there is love, like a warm embrace, heaven above. It's written clear across your face. There is love, it's taken all your inner space. There is love, there is love, there is love. Tell me why do you jump when you hear the phone? Tell me why it feels wrong to be alone. Tell me why now it's not all about you. Tell me why. Is it too good to be true? Every rendezvous is secret, every spoken word is hushed. Every day and every week it feels your life is one mad rush. There's a picture on your wall, there's a card beside your bed. There's a time to recall every single word she said. And there is love, like a warm embrace, heaven above. It's written clear across your face. There is love, it's taken all your inner space. There is love, there is love, there is love, like a warm embrace, heaven above. It's written clear across your face. There is love, He's taken all your inner space. There is love, there is love, there is love.
That was local legend and Chris Conway, an absolute star on the local music scene and very well known. And that was one of his songs, There Is Love. And that pretty much wraps up Live, Local and Loud for another week. I hope you enjoyed today's little show. Don't forget, if you want to know anything more about the local music scene in sunny Leicestershire, you could do worse than check out www.musicinleicester.co.uk. So it's got gig reviews, music reviews, the latest releases from local bands, as well as it's got a very handy and comprehensive gig guide. Of course, there aren't actually any physical gigs going on at the moment, but there's a few live streams, some of which are in our little diary, so check that out. So do have a great week, and I very much look forward to seeing you next Thursday, which will indeed be Christmas Eve, here on Hermitage FM at 5 o'clock. Have a great week. See you then.